Well, this is the website of Mendeley. You need to type www.mendeley.com and this website opens, and you need to create a free account for yourselves by giving your email ID and password, so that you will be able to use Mendeley. And this is where you have to download Mendeley. Click on this so that your Mendeley desktop gets downloaded, and this is how it looks like when it is completely installed. This is the Mendeley desktop. Now I am opening my Mendeley desktop, and this is major portion of this screen is occupied by my library. These are all the papers that I have downloaded for my use. This is my account, and this is my library that I have created for myself, because I need to cite these papers in my work, maybe my thesis or my papers. Now here you can go to file menu and then add files. This is where you add files simply by clicking it, add files. Now there might be some PDFs that you might have downloaded, and you can just click on those PDFs and you can add those PDFs to your library. This is one method. Another method is when you are using your maybe Scopus or maybe some other database, and you are looking at a paper and you find it interesting. Now you want to add this paper to your library so that in future you will be able to use this for citation. Now what you do is, you have already installed the Mendeley extension on your browser. This is where a Mendeley icon is visible on your Google Chrome browser. It is here where you need to click to add this paper to your library. For example, whenever you click here, a box opens up on the right hand side of the screen, and the details of this paper are automatically taken up by Mendeley, and what you need to do is simply click save, so that now if the PDF is available, it will download the PDF. Otherwise, simple reference will be saved along with all the metadata, the journal title, the journal article, the issue number, year, volume, everything, page numbers, everything is downloaded to your Mendeley library. For example, this is petrology of North Sea drift and upper glacial brick earths in East Anglia. This is the paper you are interested in. What you need to do is click import to Mendeley. Now this box has opened up. Check download PDFs is if available. If they are available, then these PDFs will be automatically downloaded. See, this data has appeared here, and you might edit it if the data is not completely proper. You may check it and then edit it, and then if it is alright, save it. So now you are saving this paper for future use in your library. Now let us see this, the petrology of North Sea drift. Let us go to my desktop and desktop version of Mendeley, and let me sync. You need to click this sync, and then whatever papers you have downloaded will be synced. Let us see my library. This is my web version of Mendeley, and this is my library. as I told you earlier that there are two versions of Mendeley that are available and both of them are required to be installed. One is web version, the other one is desktop version. This is web version. I showed you the desktop version and now I am showing you the web version. So in web version, all the papers that you have downloaded for future use are stored. See, the two papers that we just downloaded have now appeared over this in the library, the petrology related papers, and this is one important method of adding papers to your Mendeley library. The third method is by adding entry manually. You can choose what kind of a reference resource you are willing to add, maybe computer program or maybe book section or maybe book. Then you type the title of the book, maybe you type the author name, year name, pages, abstract and other keywords and other things, and then you can save. So that if you have got some printed paper of which you do not have electronic version available on the web, then what you can do is you can add such entries manually so that you can use it as a reference in future whenever you need. So these are the different kinds of methods of adding resources to your library, because what we are doing is first we are creating our library and then we will be using those papers which we have added to our library as references. Library can be viewed as citations. Again, whatever style you want, maybe American Medical Association, this is how it looks like. Entire library can be made to be displayed in the form of citation, or simply you can set it to look like a table where author, title, year, published in, added, everything is visible in the form of a table. To me, this is how I use usually my Mendeley, so that everything is very clearly displayed and very clearly visible to me. Third one is tools, where you can use this tool to install your web importer. We have already installed it, and then MS Word plugin also you can install from this place. And then there is one more important feature, that is options, where you can organize your library. For example, go to file organizer and you can ask Mendeley to rename all the PDFs that you have downloaded at once. At one go, you can change the names of all the resources. Organize my files, rename document files. Maybe I want my file to be named as author, maybe, for example. I take it from here to here. Title, year and journal. Now year I will once again take it here, and yes, author year format. Now I want my entire library to be displayed in author year format. Now I click apply and OK. I'll go to my computer and I'll go to my documents folder, my documents folder, and this is where the Mendeley creates the library. The entire library is situated here, and now the entire library, each file in my library has got renamed as author year format. Now let me show you what happens when I change this format. For example, I go to Tools, Options, Organize. Now I take out year, and I even take this author here, and I'll simply drag title and then apply. Okay. Now let us see what has happened. See, entire library has changed its appearance. Each file is now visible as per the name of the paper. So this is how you can use Mendeley to reorganize your library. Now let us see how to use this Mendeley library that you have created when writing your papers. Suppose I have taken some random text, and this is, let us assume that this is your paper. Now you want to insert certain citations, in-text citations. What you do is insert citation, search by author, title or year in my library. Maybe this is one paper that I would like to cite here, and then the title that we downloaded. Okay, now we will search for some author name, maybe Singh, yes, Girish Singh, and maybe Pramila Tripathi. So these three papers I want to cite over here. Now see, here the numbers have appeared and 1 to 3 has appeared. Now here I want to cite even a few more papers. Let us say maybe physiology and pharmacology, or maybe physical activity. I am searching those papers based on the title. Now I want to cite a paper which was published in the year 2000, maybe 10, and let us say this is the paper that I wanted to cite. Okay, there is another paper that was published in 2015. I want to cite it. Okay, I can search by year, author or title in whatever way I want. Then I click OK. Now see here again 6 and 7. Now last again I would like to cite a few more papers, maybe from 2011, 2017. So now I have cited totally 9 papers in my maybe introductory section or discussion, wherever you want. Now what you need to do is, at the end of the section or at the end of the paper, you want to insert references. Now simply what you need to do is go to References tab and insert Bibliography. See, all the references have now appeared automatically. You need not type any of these references because you have already added these references to your library. So from your library, the Mendeley has accessed these references, and as soon as you have added them in the text, it has identified them, and now when you ask it to insert the bibliography, it has inserted it for you. Now suppose I send this paper to a journal and it gets rejected, and now I want to resubmit it to a new journal, but the new journal follows a different style of referencing. What do I do? Simply go here, maybe I need nature style. See, simply by clicking, our entire reference section has been changed to nature style, or maybe Chicago manual style. You can observe that this is the parenthetical style, and in-text citations also have changed their appearance. Here author year format is now available. Okay, some mistakes might be there because originally when we added those papers we might not have given sufficient care, so that some errors might have been there. But what you need to do is, whenever you add papers, you need to be very careful to see that all the entries which are displayed are in the right order. Now the references section has also changed, and it has been now arranged in alphabetical order. Earlier it was in numerical order, now it has become alphabetical order because we have gone for Chicago manual style. So this is how you use Mendeley. In Mendeley, first you create your own library, add references, resources. You can add references in different methods, directly by importing via web importer tool, or simply you can drag and drop certain PDFs if they are available. You can drag them onto your desktop and you can add them, and you can also add them manually. Thereby ultimately you create library first, and then you use this library while writing your paper, while typing the MS Word. You go on inserting in-text citations, and then you create a bibliography section. This is how you use Mendeley, and I hope that this lecture was useful. You will be using this reference management software while doing your thesis or papers. I hope so. Thank you.